Meet Cristiano Ronaldo. Most of you may have already heard of him. Yes, that's him. Considered by many to be Portugal's greatest ever sporting export, his knack for goal scoring on a football pitch is commensurate to his girl poaching prowess off it. But when he's not busy breaking football records or female hearts, he's a philanthropist, a businessman, a model, and a museum owner. With so many cameras following his every move, it's impossible to hide from the truth.
Everything that I have, it's part of my work, my dedication. I'm always dreamed to be a football player.
Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was 12 years old when he left his hometown of Funchal, the capital of the Portuguese island of Madeira, to embark on his football journey, leaving behind a life of relative poverty and his beloved mother Dolores, who worked as a cook to make up for his father's struggles with alcohol. The road soon presented another obstacle, with Ronaldo having surgery at age 15 to heal a heart that beat too quickly and nearly cut his football career short. Named after former American president and actor Ronald Reagan, Cristiano Ronaldo would become one of the greatest artists with a football at his feet, traveling to England and Spain, and soon the world over, winning trophies, endorsements, fanfare, and models at his side. Nearly 15 years after his departure, and with his bank account in a much better state than when he left, Ronaldo returned home. First, to open up his own museum and display some of the crazy things he'd won since he'd been gone.
Ballon d'Or, FIFA Pro, Golden Globes, 2 Golden Boots. All the trophies are here. Ronaldo has already won all the trophies in the world. All. The door is open for the next one.
And then, in an unveiling of a statue of himself.
And surely, this tribute will give even more motivation for me to work and keep looking forward to winning many more trophies, more titles, and to honour the name of Madeira the best way I can. I'm very thankful for you all.
At this rate, they may just have to give him the entire island. Coming up, Ronaldo's road to Manchester and his records with Real. It seems expected that a footballer this good only play for the finest teams in Europe. From Lisbon to Manchester to Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo has risen to legendary status. Ronaldo was quick to make club history at Sporting Lisbon, when he became the only player to go from their under-16 to first team in one season. European powerhouses took notice, but when Arsenal and Liverpool balked, and Barcelona had already blown their spending budget, he joined Manchester United in 2003. It all happened after an exhibition match between the two clubs, when the United players urged Sir Alex Ferguson to sign the young man up. But Ferguson didn't need the nudge. He knew talent when he saw it, and this talent was possibly the greatest he'd ever coached. At just 18 years of age, Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Old Trafford. and despite requesting his Lisbon number 28, he was given the number 7. Previously worn by club legends George Best, Brian Robson, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. The famous shirt was an extra source of motivation. I was forced to live up to such an honor, Ronaldo said. There, he would alternate long looks of absolute brilliance with flashes of youthful overexuberance, which often didn't rub his teammates the right way. For example, Ruud van Nistelrooy couldn't stomach him, and shortly after a training ground bust-up, bolted for Real Madrid. And at the 2006 World Cup, Ronaldo was involved in an incident that resulted in Red Devil teammate Wayne Rooney being sent off. Feeling misunderstood and under attack by the media, Ronaldo asked Ferguson for a transfer away from Old Trafford.
I think that people criticise me for anything I do. They love that, and since the World Cup I've done my best. I've played my football, and do so with great tranquility, doing what I love. And when I go on the pitch, I try and do my best for the team. That's my aim.
But Ferguson wouldn't give in, instead signing the Portuguese star to a contract extension, and together they made Manchester magical. They won 3 Premier League titles, 2 Football League Cups, a Community Shield, a UEFA Champions League, and a FIFA Club World Cup. For his part, Ronaldo scored 118 goals in 292 matches over 6 seasons with the club. Through it all, Ferguson became more than just a manager to Ronaldo, but also a beacon of light in the darkness.
To win with Sir Alex Ferguson, it was like a second father. I remember when I arrived in Manchester with 18 years old, so he taught me many things.
In 2009, it was time for the boy to leave his football father figure. Destination Real Madrid at a price of £80 million. Ferguson said goodbye with one final glowing endorsement. I have nothing but praise for the boy. He is easily the best player in the world, he said. And just like that, Ronaldo had gone Galactico. Cristiano Ronaldo became the most expensive player in football history in July 2009 and was handed the great Di Stefano's number 9. But when Raul left the club 1 year later, Ronaldo took back his old number 7, to the delight of his marketing team, who could resume their quest to turn Ronaldo into CR7. With Real, Ronaldo became more than just a brand. He became a record breaker. Ronaldo is Real's top goal scorer of all time in both La Liga and European competitions. He is the fastest Madrid player to reach 50, 100 and 200 goals and holds the most hat-tricks in club history.
I've trained many champions, but Cristiano Ronaldo is the most efficient. None of the players I've managed before could score an average of 1 goal per game.
Cristiano Ronaldo is, as I said, arguably the best player in the world at the moment, and I think his evolution over the last numbers of years from being a soloist who scores goals to being a goal scorer.
And true to his goal-scoring form, Ronaldo became the first player in history to score in 2 European Cup finals for 2 different winning sides, when in 2014 he led Los Blancos to their 10th European Cup, ending a drought that had lasted over a decade. And he did so in front of his home crowd in Lisbon, all while playing with a serious and potentially career-threatening case of patellar tendinitis.
I wanted to give my best. I wanted to feel good and enjoy this trophy that we were searching for a long time. La Decima. With an extraordinary team effort, we won the Copa del Rey and the Champions League this year. I was top scorer in both competitions. So it's an extraordinary year indeed, and I'm very happy for it.
Ronaldo soared to even greater heights in September 2015. After scoring both goals in Real's Champions League victory over Swedish side Malmö, Ronaldo became the club's all-time leading scorer, surpassing the legendary likes of Raúl González and Alfredo Di Stefano.
I never thought, the first time I wore the Real Madrid jersey, that I would become the best scorer in the history of the club. The biggest club in the world, beating my friend Raúl and the late Alfredo Di Stefano. What can I say? I am very happy. Thanks everybody, and Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid.
A defining moment in Cristiano Ronaldo's career was in 2007, when in a game against Portsmouth, he received a red card for headbutting an opponent, resulting in a 3-match ban. During the downtime, assistant coach René Meulenstein took the youngster aside to dissect the details of his game. His greatest fear? Ronaldo's quest to be the best could be hindered by his emotions. You need to learn to play football the way Bjorn Borg and Roger Federer play tennis. Ice cold, he told him. It was in that intense period of personal reflection and analyzation of his game that Ronaldo's rise accelerated. The boy had become a man. Now I am mentally prepared to tolerate anything my rivals throw at me. They cannot provoke me anymore, he said. He ended that year with 42 league goals, 4 short of the club record. Already known for being an absolute workhorse in practice, Ronaldo has since taken it upon himself to perfect his goal-scoring abilities, pretty or not. And as he ages, his movement off the ball has become just as deadly as his movement with it. His physical appearance has also evolved throughout the years, from a gangly teenager to an impressive adult with the quintessential modern-day sports body. There's no question that Cristiano Ronaldo is one hot dude. But like his game, he hasn't always been that way. In 2003, highlights were featured in his hair made crunchy from the kilos of gel he'd use to keep it still over the course of a 90-minute game, or perhaps forever. His teeth had a few gaps, and so in 2004, braces were called upon to bring them closer together. They came off in a year, and his confidence grew, so he tried a few daring hairstyles. The Metro mullet, the rooster, and the sculpted sides. All with a permatan, and those shaped eyebrows that were given a special scar, thanks to a Mirko Vucinic elbow in a match against AS Roma. The evolution is now complete, and Cristiano Ronaldo is not only arguably the world's greatest footballer, he's arguably the world's greatest looking man. Haters gonna hate. After the break, his Ballon d'Or battles and his bays.
Motivated.
This is Lionel Messi. Known as the Messiah, many claim he is the greatest footballer the game has ever seen. Even greater than Pelé or Maradona. Even greater than Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo would beg to differ, but he's often hard-pressed to. Because Messi has won more league and continental championships and more individual awards than Ronaldo. Football is a team sport, so those individual awards probably shouldn't matter much, but to Ronaldo, they do. In his eyes, not only does he battle little Lionel statistically, but also in terms of reputation. One has more expenses for the hairdresser than the other, but that doesn't matter. I can't say who is the best, but I prefer Messi, said the 8th president of FIFA, Sepp Blatter. Granted, that comes from a man with a few expenses of his own. But overall, the media hasn't been forgiving in Ronaldo's quest to be the best. Take his 2013 Ballon d'Or victory. When he ended Messi's record run of 4 straight Ballon d'Ors between 2009 and 2012, a tearful Ronaldo accepted the award and got burned on social media for showing his emotions.
I have to be proud of my work, what I did during the year, and this is gonna give me motivation to work more and dedicate myself more for the future, and I hope to be here next year to try to win the 3rd one.
That next year came, and his wish came to fruition. This time, there were no tears, but rather a celebratory cry that nearly blew Blatter's head off. He then ended the night by allowing his son, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., the privilege of meeting Messi backstage, the 2nd best player in the world.
He watched a video of us online, and he always speaks of you.
Ronaldo and Messi are seen in the same vein as other great rivalries of sport. Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, even Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. At face value, they couldn't be more different. Ronaldo stands 1.85 meters and plays at 80 kilograms, while Messi is a midget in comparison, standing at 1.70 meters and playing at 67 kilograms. Their media profiles are also polar opposites. Messi is seen as the pristine poster boy of FIFA fair play.
I have said it many times. I don't compete against Cristiano. I try to do my best for my team and my national team. We know this is something you journalists want to stimulate, the competition between us. And you guys try to make comparisons and analyse each player's statistics. But I don't think that either of us compete against each other.
Ronaldo, on the other hand, is portrayed as the pretty boy archenemy, with a conviction in himself that borders on narcissistic.
I look at myself. I am the world. I want to be the best in my profession, and I think that I am the best.
But with that ego has come a goal-scoring rate, a style of play, and an ability to attract members of the opposite sex that is nearly unparalleled. If reports and rumors are true, then Ronaldo's list of ladies is as long as his list of goals. And that's long, really long. But one thing that can be surmised from his escapades is that he likes brunettes over blondes. Sure, he did have a fling with fair-haired British actress and lingerie model Gemma Atkinson while he played for Manchester United, and may have given a bit of time to socialite Paris Hilton, but overall, the women he's liked have generally shared the same physical traits. Dark and sultry. From Miss Wales 2003, Imogen Thomas, to Bollywood actress Bipasha Basu, from Spanish model Nereida Gallardo, to American something Kim Kardashian. His love has been scattered across the globe. But when he was introduced to Russian model Irina Shayk, Ronaldo lost the plot and actually fell in love. They traveled the world together, modeled together, stood in front of thousands of cameras together. And when asked what his off-seasons consisted of, she was always part of the equation.
Basically, it's to rest, to be with my family, my kid, my girlfriend, and to rest.
But after 5 years, Ronaldo and Irina called it quits. And while she has since moved on, Ronaldo continues to stay true to only one woman in his life, his mother, Dolores. His precious family time is also enjoyed with little Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., born of a secret relationship to a woman in the US. Those special, intimate moments with his son can be seen worldwide in a feature film dedicated to Ronaldo himself. once was a man named Eusebio, who led Portuguese club side Benfica to the European Cup in 1962. Known as the Black Panther, Eusebio scored an astonishing 473 goals in 440 matches in 15 seasons for the Eagles, winning the Ballon d'Or in 1965. He also scored 41 goals in 64 appearances for the national team, leading Portugal to a third-place finish at the 1966 World Cup, the country's greatest ever result in the tournament. Ronaldo has since passed him with the national side, having scored more goals for the Navigators than any other. He's also won more than 100 caps, appeared in more World Cup games than any other Portuguese player, and was named the team's captain 5 years after making his debut as an 18-year-old. All this has fueled an interesting national debate. Who is their best ever footballer? Eusebio is a timeless legend of the game and played it in an age where, as he said, "Back then we made money, but we played for the love. It was all heart." And when he passed away in January 2013 of heart failure, 3 days of national mourning was declared.
Playing football, he was spectacular, compared with Ronaldo or Messi. But at this very moment, in my eyes, he is the best. He has not died. For me, he is not dead. I came here as a Benfiquista to honour him, but for me, he is immortal.
Ronaldo is on track to giving the debate a conclusion in his favour, but he has never denied his love for a man who was a hero growing up, dedicating his 2013 Ballon d'Or to him.
It means a lot. I dedicate this trophy, of course, for my teammates, for Eusebio, for all the people who like me, for all the Portuguese. So it was a special night, and of course, Eusebio passed away, but still in us heart, and from the sky, you see this great moment of a Portuguese player.
Still to come, Ronaldo's big bank account. Having inked a deal with Real Madrid that pays him more than $50 million in salary and bonuses, combined with endorsement partners that include Nike, Herbalife, and Tag Heuer, Ronaldo has burned past his footballing peers, making more than $80 million in one calendar year. His exhausting presence on social media adds to his marketing appeal, and even more money in his bank account. Because it's there that he can promote his own CR7 fashion label. Or to show off some of the Nike boots he used to kick some of his 500-plus goals. Ronaldo has 158 million total followers across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or 65 million more than the next biggest followings, Lionel Messi and Neymar, and boasts more fans on his Facebook page than any other man on the planet, with 103 million followers. And if you can't get enough of him on the net, you can always smell like him and have him right under your nose. Introducing Cristiano Ronaldo, Legacy.
It's kind of a dream what's I've been doing in my life the last 10 years. I have did many things, but to do this fragrance for me, it's unbelievable because it's something that I use every day.
Remember that little boy from that island off the Portuguese coast who grew up in humble circumstances but with great footballing dreams? He's now a part of the Portuguese National Order of Knighthood.
I thank you for the contribution you have been giving to Portugal's national team. I thank you for your contribution in spreading the name of Portugal around the world. I thank you for what you represent for the Portuguese people, the joys you have given them.
Cristiano Ronaldo knows it takes a deep and unwavering conviction and determination to become a champion, even if mistaken for arrogance. So perhaps, rather than scoff or scold, we should cut the man a little more slack, because he is a footballing legend, and proof that with hard work and belief in yourself, your dreams can become a reality. A tanned and perfectly manicured one. And that is the truth.